doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look the worst. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Look, this is not the most polished. This is not the most polished version of this show that I would like. It's still kind of a work in progress. Everything is moved. 5 minutes is on the clock, and I just wanted to come on here because I actually was watching a past episode of the 5 minute mark, and I kind of stopped the show, and I actually really like the show, and it's something that I enjoy doing. So it's something that I want to continue hopefully doing. This episode I kind of wanted to dedicate to the previous short film that I just released called Love With All You Have. I just wanted to talk briefly about it because I want to talk about a lot of things, but mainly this short film that I made, because there was a lot of points in there that I obviously made throughout the short film that were like over dramatized. And this came up in conversation with my girlfriend, actually, how she found it funny that I talk more like this in a podcast sort of style when I'm with regular people, like on a day-to-day. And I feel like this really translates really well when it comes to actually getting my points across, where short films kind of give my ideas or my thoughts more of like a theater, like a dramatized version of all of my thoughts, whereas this is just, I'm just talking to a camera and you could understand me because I could explain everything very, very clearly, or as clear as I can. So the short film was obviously about somebody close to me and my family who passed away. And I displayed that really clearly in the short film. And originally I was going to make it more specifically about the person in question, but I thought instead of, putting them out there on the internet, I thought it was a little bit more appropriate and a little bit better to just kind of generalize the situation and how it affected me, and how hopefully the short film will affect other people and touch other people in a way that like the ceremony did for me. The ceremony of the person who passed affected me in a really big way, because it hadn't really been real until the ceremony. And I don't think I ever addressed that in the short film, but it became real. I have this weird tendency to not really understand the gravity of situations until there is no other way to escape it. And it was really obvious to me that I didn't really understand what was going on. And maybe that's a poor choice of words. Maybe a better description is like, I didn't really, I guess, take it seriously. It didn't really feel real until the ceremony, where I couldn't make any excuses. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, that my family was in extreme pain and the body was right in front of me. There was no way around it. And it hit me in such a way that I just broke down into tears. And obviously those are emotions that I kind of like packed away, not really consciously, but just like because I didn't really want to deal with them, or maybe like subconsciously I didn't want to deal with them. It was just crazy, and they all came out the instant I heard my grandma start crying, because she was the first one to approach the casket. I started hearing her really cry, and it was just like a piercing cry for somebody she loved. There was no way to refute that, like, this is real. And I broke down crying, and I couldn't so the casket was like in the front of the room. I couldn't bring myself to really be close to it at first. And by the end of the ceremony, I ended up seeing her for the last time, the person who passed away, and like saying goodbye. And it was hard. It was really hard to like get me to look at her in that way, her passing. And I know a short film can never capture the gravity of like losing somebody, but hopefully in some weird way, like it shows like the sadness and like the time limit you have on life. And it's crazy, but you just gotta, everybody says this and it's crazy because you just take it for granted. Like you wake up today and you think like, these are the list of chores I have to do. And you don't think like this could be it. That's it. Or like, this could be the last time you see your mom. This could be the last time you see your sister. This could be the last time you see your best friend. Like we all just forget that and just kind of live day by day thinking that we're going to have tomorrow. And it's just crazy, but my time is up. Eventually I start rambling over the same thing. So I'm going to leave it with, I hope you enjoyed the short film. I do love making those types of videos, but I find it kind of stressful to really put myself to like write like that all the time, because it is very meaningful to me and it is very like, I love doing it. But not everything is like a profound script that I could just write. Not saying that all of my scripts are profound, but you know what I mean. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next 5-minute mark. And I'll try to do these more frequently on things that I find passionate, but I just like having fun with these. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.